In this short video, I will be talking about how the AI trustworthy problem is an AI alignment problem and demonstrate three aspects that AI alignment must adopt to make trustworthy AI possible. Now, before talking about AI, let's first do a thought experiment on the trustworthiness between a fellow human being and an alien. Generally speaking, if presented with these two options without further context, we will trust the human more than the alien. Why is that? Because human beings share a common value system and are thus predictable and understandable to one another. The alien, on the other hand, most likely has a different value system and is thus less trustworthy at first sight. Now think one step further. We are defining trustworthiness not based on any objective parameter that can be measured, but based on some subjective comprehension of the shared experience of human history. To put it in another way, this is to say that we will likely not trust the alien even if it has passed some standard test for measuring trustworthiness. Now let's swap alien with AI. The situation remains the same. AI is like an alien to us, even though it is man-made. However, the very fact that we are discussing AI trustworthiness shows that by default, we do not trust AI. And just like aliens, we cannot simply conjure some test and label an AI trustworthy just because it has passed the test. The only way to make AI trustworthy is to incorporate into it the same value system as human being. And this incorporation process is termed AI alignment. More precisely, AI alignment describes that any action by an AI must align with the common value of a human being. There are three fundamental aspects that AI alignment must adopt, the first of which is the hidden social contract. Hidden social contract is the unspoken rules that humans have developed over time. We usually call this common sense, yet AI does not have common sense. And therefore, this is the foundation on which AI must align. Now here is an example to show how hidden social contract works. Suppose an AI and a human are tasked to move a box from one side of the room to the other in the shortest path possible. Both can accomplish this task with ease. Now, suppose we place a vase in the shortest path. Without any additional rules, the AI will still take the shortest path and knocking over and even breaking the vase. A human, however, will most likely walk around the vase and take a slightly longer path. The difference is that the hidden social contract has dictated that if a person breaks something, and he will bear the cost of the item as a penalty. Now you might argue, okay, so how about we add this rule directly to the AI, and then the AI will also walk around the vase and not break it? Well, this seems to work for this scenario, but this solution is not scalable. Consider this scenario, where the box needs to be delivered to save a patient's life. With the vase still in the shortest path, a human will be more than willing to break the vase to save the life. Yet an AI programmed with the rule we just added will still walk around the vase and waste precious time to save a life. It is pretty clear now that it is not possible to write every single rule for every single scenario in real life. Therefore, the only solution is to align AI with the hidden social contract and train it to identify the best strategy under different scenarios based on the common sense. Another aspect that AI alignment must adopt is silly rules. Silly rules are those that do not directly generate material benefits to the betterment of the society. For instance, the cultural norms of what clothes to wear at what occasions, or the superstition of numbers. Although these silly rules do not have a direct contribution, study has shown that they are very important to the stability and well-being of society because they serve as indicators of the integrity of the social fabric. To be more precise, since silly rules are low in cost, people can afford to break them often in order to gauge how consistently such violations are punished. If they are consistently punished, then it is a good indicator that important rules that do contribute directly to the betterment of the society, will be observed as well. This allows people to be more risk-taking and engage in important rules more often, which in turn can generate more welfare for the society as a whole. Unfortunately, despite the importance of city rules, AI by default will not pick them up because they do not contribute directly to the final goal. Now, this is where AI alignment have to come in to incorporate city rules as part of the decision-making of an AI. Finally, the last piece of AI alignment is to allow goal adaptability. In other words, AI must be designed to be rewarded when a changing goal happens. Otherwise, an AI stuck on its original goal will very likely refuse to be turned off, because being turned off means the AI cannot achieve its original goal. Similarly, if AI is not designed to favor goal change, it will very likely refuse to update its original goal, even if the original goal has been found to be wrong later. In conclusion, we discussed in this video why the AI trustworthy problem is essentially an AI alignment problem, and we listed 3 aspects where AI alignment must adopt to make AI trustworthy possible. They are the hidden social contract, the city rules, and the goal adaptability. And here are the references that I used for this video. Thank you very much for watching.